Let's see if I screwed this up.
Oh God. Oh God.
Holy smokes. The struggle bus is in full swing.
What happened after you take the transmission out?
So we were gonna drop the whole thing with the subframe attached, but we decided we're not gonna do that, or I decided I'm not gonna do that because there's a lot of not fun stuff involved in that.
Can we just please take note? We have a lift and we're doing this on the ground.
Taylor had an idea.
I listened.
They had a solution that wasn't necessarily the right.
I mean, the transmission's apart.
Oh my god.
No. Yeah, I don't want to watch that go all over you.
And now we wait.
We're out. Going down.
All right, unexpected S13 update. We got Pepito Johnson Jr. here doing its thing on jack stands. Pretty much getting everything out of here, cleaned up. So as you can see, no master cylinder for the brakes at the moment. Figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. I'm kind of prepping the car for a few things we got in the works, like we got some Chase Bay brake lines front to rear. The master cylinder boosterless setup, so the brake booster delete from those guys. I'm gonna check back in and get to the fun stuff, which is putting it all together, and I think that's kind of what everybody likes to see. Eventually. All right, so we got some coolant lines. This is the return right here. This is the feed from the back of the block. I'm just gonna toss the intake manifold on, double check that everything's right, and then maybe this week we could have a startup. Maybe this episode, who knows? Stay tuned. I am about to start wiring stuff up. So I've got the main setup here, labeled all these wires. But what I'm gonna do first is wire up the starter, and then I'm gonna go to the fuel pump, and I'll talk to you later. All right, so we've hit a milestone here. Everything is looking good. The ECU works still. The next big thing is to do a couple more wires, get it all calibrated. Calibrated in the sense that it's now coil on plug, not distributor. The important thing is that very close to hopefully the first fire up in a long time. How many years, Wilson?
I mean, we got it running maybe like a year or two ago, but it was not running right. So hopefully everything you did to it fixed it.
I hope so too. So yeah, as you can see, this is not final product, but the main thing I was trying to accomplish was make sure that everything's plugged in. It reads everything that was already there. Well, these guys look like they're working really hard. Don't let it fool you. Wilson's fast asleep.
Fast asleep.
Fast. Oh. You know what time it is? It's time for our first bump start. Bump start. Let's just bump it. I got everything wired up, kinda. Everything's not where it's gonna live for good. It's functional enough to see if it runs. I'm just gonna give it a bump. Okay, that works. I just wanna give it a little bit more. Shorting?
I don't know. Someone sounded like zzz.
All right, well now I gotta plug in the beep boop.
The beep boop.
Yeah, plug in the beep boop and make it go whang. All right, preparing to turn this thing over. See if it fires up. I've been waiting for it. I don't know if you've been waiting for it, but holy smokes. Fingers crossed big time on this one. Let's see if I screwed this up. Well, that's not a good sound. Back to the drawing board. Let's see if I totally screwed this up or if I'm a smarty pants. I don't know. I'm gonna take a break here, clean up my mess, and think about it. But I think I'm in a better position than I was. Let me think about it for a minute. Just stand by. My theory that it's running on one cylinder Well, it runs-ish, but it doesn't sound like it's running on more than one cylinder.
Something's popping.
Something's popping, but
It's making popping noises, but not the right kind of popping noises.
It's not enough pop.
We want more pop.
You don't want any pop.
Pop, pop. Want pops and bangs.
No, we want all
pops.
No pops?
Mo pops, mo power.
I want it to pop, like literally burn to the ground, but... before anybody says in the comments, yes, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, so Well, that's at the right spot for bar.
Science.
Science.
We're really good at this science thing.
But it's gonna be
Lots
tough.
of science. 1 + 1 =
69.
Yeah. See, I knew we were scientists.
Quick maths.
So electricity plus spark equals spark.
Bigger spark.
Bigger spark.
Did we figure it out?
Yeah, okay.
Ooh,
That was better though.
that was better. Jesus Christ. What did you do?
Wow, that's a lot of smoke.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of smoke.
Test number 69. Test 69, failure. On to test number 77.
All right, all right, all right. Stationed up in a new spot.
My guy seems concerned over here.
Yeah, I gotta repin a couple of pins
Yeah.
because I got the wrong harness. We're one part number off on the ECU.
So all
That
of
was my mistake. But fortunately, I was just talking to the guys that made the harness, and it's an easy fix. It happens all the time apparently, so I don't feel like that too much of an idiot because I'm not the only one that makes this mistake. But basically, there was a reason why we weren't getting spark on cylinders 3 and 4, and it was because they were never actually getting the signal. They're getting the 12 volts because of the way that the harness is built. They're always going to have those 12 volts, but they were getting, you know, one was getting 5 volts, which is like a sensor output, and then the other was getting 1.5 volts, which is another sensor output. So I am gonna figure out what those outputs were real quick before I get too carried away. I'm gonna label everything before I take it apart.
Take some pictures of at least how it is now. Fingers crossed, this is the magical sauce.
I think it is.
All right, we'll get to deep pinning thing, and we'll check back with you in a minute.
The first 3 pins did them in like a minute.
What's
The last 20 minutes, I've been picking at this one pin forever.
I'm on the edge of glory, and Taylor's plugging it back in. All right.
Everything's plugged in over here. Good, give it a shot.
Money! And there you have it! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah, buddy!
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh jeez! You can literally see it. Oh!
That was a temperature timing.
Well, she starts!
All cylinders are spicy. All right, boys. Taylor, what'd you accomplish
Today we got the 240 to fire up, which is a little bit further than where this thing was 6 months ago.
It's a big milestone.
Big milestone. Next thing, I'm gonna just tidy everything up, finish the rest of the wiring. I know the engine wiring is good enough to start it. I'm gonna let the tuners figure out the rest. That's beyond my capacity. Although I am gonna try to look over their shoulders as much as possible to learn a thing or two.
Get some
because it would be
knowledge.
great to at least come out of there knowing how to get a car to idle. But yeah, next up, we gotta get the dash back in, find the good spots for all the gauges, get the headlights wired up, and the tail lights too, but no, we don't need those.
No.
Where we're going. And then, yeah, it's off to getting this thing tuned up.
It's getting close.
Making ponies. Pretty excited. It was a big milestone today, so
Hell yeah.
I'm happy. The last few days I've been pulling my hair out.
Knuckles guy, good job.
We're here.
Crushed it.